Um, Recently I got a request for just talking about how I get my plants growing, maintenance and things like that. So I'll just sort of do it briefly. I won't go too in depth, but I think a quality substrate is really important for a planted tank. Something really rich in nutrients. I use commercial ones, so like JBL Equibasis. I think that works really well. Yeah, and I kept that with river sand. I don't really have big money in commercial substrate like I don't know, fluorite and things like that. I just a wee bit out of my budget. So yeah, but I find it works really well for me. Another thing is light. Some people go real hard at the different colours and things like that. Again, I'm a student, I don't have a job, so I can't afford much. I'm just running 2 daylight bulbs, 15 watts, so that's 30 watts over both tanks for 8 hours a day. I think that's plenty, and you don't really want too much, and I actually notch it down if I notice too much algae growth and things like that. So yeah, light's important. CO2 is another factor. I've actually been getting away without any CO2 injection, liquid carbon, DIY, whatsoever. Don't use it. Personally, I'm completely against DIY. I've had too many problems with it, like black bed algae, and I just find it too inconsistent because yeast reacts at different rates at different temperatures. So the higher the temperature, the faster it will react until it gets to a temperature where it starts to denature. But I don't think it will reach that in your room. Yeah, so liquid fertilizers. I mix my own liquid fertilizers from nutrient salts, so like potassium and NPK, and yeah. I won't talk about that because it's my secret recipe, but no. Yeah, finding balance is also really important. Water changes are vital. I do small water changes. I do about 10 litres at a time, but I do that about 3 or 4 times a week. So I'm changing about 50% weekly, but in smaller portions. Because sometimes your water plants will put, like, your city council will be putting heaps of chlorine in it. The nitrates might be super high, and that might be bad for your plants, like Java fern. I'm pretty sure that's what gave Java fern a knock. So yeah, those are just a couple of basic things that I use, that I'm keeping in mind when growing plants in aquariums. Another thing is that different plants require different conditions, so really do research. Research is key, I reckon. So I never go for plants which require super high light, which I can't provide. Like CO2 injection, can't afford that, so I can't provide it. So I completely avoid plants like dwarf hair grass. Yeah, plants that require those kind of conditions. So really do some research. If you've got the money, great, go for it, get the setup, and you'll be able to just grow whatever you want. Something I want to achieve in the future is having a setup where plant growth isn't a limiting factor, so I can aquascape without having to worry about the plants too much. I know that they'll grow well, I know that they'll outcompete algae, that they'll look good, but at the current setup that I have, I can't really afford that, so I was just going plants that will thrive in these conditions. I've got Christmas moss, really easy plant, crypts, super easy. They thrive, they look great. Dwarf sage is a plant that it's not a great ground cover, but it does the job. Yeah, so really choose plants that will thrive in your setup, so that you can outcompete algae, and it'll just look healthier. Like, I'd rather have a plant that's suited for a lower light tank, look really good, than having a highlight plant that sort of looks shabby, if you know what I mean. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've learned a little bit. I just want to say that this is how I grow plants. It works for me. If you don't agree with it, don't do it, okay? It works for me. I can't afford much more, so yeah, works for me. If you don't agree, I don't mind. Just don't hate. It's the way I do things. Yeah, I'll do a maintenance video later on. Subscribe, like if you like my stuff, and yeah, cheers guys.